Beth was pacing, and Francis was enjoying watching the show. She even popped popcorn. It was going to be great watching the awkward do it first. Then she probably was going to have to leave because then she would feel like she needs to cringe. Beth had put on a light blue dress that went to her knees and had on some black flats that she wore the other day. The doorbell rang and Francis waved to the bed. "He's here," Francis told her. Beth froze and Francis signed. She went and answered the door. August looked confused at the black haired girl. "She's here," she tells him, and he relaxes. Beth throws on her long coat and grabs her purse. Both their eyes lit up when they saw each other. She smiles and kisses her soon enough to be official sister on her the cheek. "Bye, loser," she signs to Francis, while August was in heaven of how good Beth looked. Beth admired seeing August not in a suit. He had on a nice dress suit, black slacks, and his long black jacket he had the other day. "You look nice," he signs to her. She smiles. "Thank you. You look nice too. It's nice to see you in something other than a suit." Beth signs. He laughs and smiles. He noticed that her hand was shaking and took it as they went into the elevator. She buttoned up her jacket with her free hand, but then they both noticed she did them wrong. She had missed one. They both laugh and start unbuttoning the jacket. Neither of them hedged as how close they are, and how August was helping her button up her jacket. They were both still laughing. Beth looks up to August and noticed at how close his face was. Well, it was the closest it's ever been. They make eye contact and both lean in for the kiss, but the elevator door opens, making August's head turns to the side. Beth kissed his cheeks anyways. Beth's hands let go of her and flee to his cheek where she kissed him. She giggled and walked out of the elevator, leaving August in shock. He catches up with her and they had gone directly to the head to the restaurant. Their conversation was talking about the future. Well, it was mostly about what they wanted. Beth wanted to buy the flower shop from the old lady that currently owned it. August was content with his job, not minding if he stayed at the law firm for the rest of his life. He already saw that he will have many kids too. Some of them were red-headed like Beth. Maybe he was just getting too ahead of himself. He didn't like or feel like that. They talked more than about careers and kids. They got to know each other a little more and talked about embarrassing moments. By the time Beth was done with her telling story, she had her face in her arms on the table. August laughed and played with some of the curls of her head as she kept her face down. She had turned beet red and he teased her for it. She sits straight up again, less red, and they walked down the street for some frozen yogurt. The cool breeze was doing wonders on Beth's hot red face. They sit in the little shop and enjoy their yogurt. Beth had finished her small serving while August admitted he loved it so much and had a monstrous amount. I thought we should practice a little. I want to see where you are, he signs. He pulls out a book and then Beth almost fainted. He knew her too well for only knowing her for a month. Under the Tuscan sun, she opens the book and starts quietly reading to August. She said most of the work correctly every now and then, saying one wrong and he would help her say it right. She had admitted that she read to her siblings sometimes too, but now she felt devoted. She was really determined to say the words to her parents, her biological parents. She finishes the first chapter and then closes the book. We will do next one time, he signs to her and then winks. They go back outside and he walks her up to her apartment. She takes a step towards August and he smiles. Are you going to kiss me? He asks, teasing her. He finally got the hang of it tonight. She laughs. If you let me. He leans down and captures his lips in hers. Beth's hands grabbed the collar of his t-shirt and pulled him closer. His tongue sought out her and she was really enjoying the kiss. It was demanding, but they both have been waiting for it. She pulls away from the kissing, knowing well that her lips were swollen. August's eyes were looking at her as she softly touches her lips. He wanted to kiss her again, so he leaned down and gently kissed her again. They pull away and she straightened out the collar of his shirt that she had made wrinkle in it. August hears a loud thump and belt, whereas Beth felt it through the floor. She looks around, but no one up at August confirmed that it came from her apartment door. My sister is probably watching us, she signs. He smiles and laughs. I'll see you tomorrow for you to read the second chapter to me, he tells her. She nods and opens her apartment. See you tomorrow, she says. They both smile and Beth turns into her apartment to see both of her siblings there, even her brother's girlfriend. What's going on here? She asks. Movie night, Leland quickly signs. Who fell? She signs quickly back. They all lowered their head, knowing that she knew they were watching. I did. Francis pushed me back. She didn't believe me when I said you guys were kissing. He signs embarrassedly. August had skipped all the way back to his car and texted his brother, we kissed. No need to act like a girl. You asked, right? Good job. Good night. Beth was yelling at her sibling, telling them they needed to behave. They only laughed at her, which made her pouting. He was sorry, but she looked at her siblings and faced towards them and glared. And then she started to beat them up. And hence, it was the best moment of her life again.